Yesterday we were talking about this situation that was here. Oh yes, those very legitimate, very uniformly dressed neo-Nazis that were out there to voice their support for the Republican gubernatorial candidate for Virginia and their overwhelming popularity, at least with the people on the ground in Virginia. Oh yeah, and even with those the remnants of the Charlottesville massacre. Oh yes, whatever. Where there was very fine people. You remember Trump said that on both sides. Oh my god. Whatever. They were there and they said that they were with Glenn, and then by about midday it started to come out that what was second from the right there, he's a Democrat, works with the Young Democrats, and then the girl that's there worked more closely with Glenn or Terry McAuliffe's campaign. So they were just kind of sent there by Democrats, but then at the same, oh yeah, like it's really changed that much. The Lincoln Project has taken responsibility, but not really provided any receipts as to them actually being attached to this, because this it jumps off the page, right? Because what has the Lincoln Project been doing since Trump's been gone? Okay. They're kind of like BuzzFeed News. It's like they don't have anything to fucking talk about. They've served their purpose, okay? They got Trump out of the White House. Cool. Definitely. Yeah, you guys were a big part of that one, running your fucking campaign ads. Whatever. No, but the last time that the Lincoln Project was in headlines, it was because they were grooming young boys, okay, in order to get political positions in Washington. This just reeks as like nobody takes responsibility for a suicide bomber in the Middle East, and then a couple of days later ISIS comes out, oh yes my friend, that was us, yes definitely, we're still big scary, don't worry about it, we got people everywhere, we got credible threats coming, oh in salam Allah. Now this is like a group that was barely relevant because they would just make the dumbest fucking takes imaginable and still rape underage boys, but it just reeks. It's like we're trying to reach. We're trying to maintain relevance. Please, somebody pay attention to us. We have brand new panel vans. We need to pay for these somehow. Lincoln Project took responsibility Friday evening for the Tiki torch hoax, which involved 5 people. A very diverse group, by the way. Tiki torches in front of candidate Glenn Youngkin's campaign bus, an obvious nod to Charlottesville and white supremacy, as many surmise it as nothing more than a stunt by Democrat supporters days before the election, Breitbart News reported. And pretty much anybody who's seen that, and it's like, that is such a fucking fake op. The Lincoln Project's admission reads in part, let's see if we can spot the verbiage in here where they're just trying to glob on, they're just trying to clout chase. The Lincoln Project has run advertisements highlighting the hate unleashed in Charlottesville. I already see it. Charlottesville, as well as Glenn Youngkin's continued failure to denounce Donald Trump's very fine people on both sides. There it is. God, they're stupid. We will continue to draw this contrast and broadcast videos on our social media platforms. Somebody please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Won't you please? And at Youngkin rallies. Nobody cares. You guys are creeps. Today's demonstration was our way of reminding Virginians what happened in Charlottesville 4 years ago. The Republican Party embraces those values, and Glenn Youngkin's failure to condemn it. Okay, listen, they're talking about broadcast videos, social media platforms, that's just basically all they do, okay? Doing actual demonstrations, though, that is completely and utterly off to the side. It screams like clout chasing. That's just my opinion, though. But the Lincoln Project took former President Donald Trump's comments out of context. No shit. Everybody knows that at this point, and if anybody says the otherwise, just willfully misinformed at this point. There's no other way to put it. The president's lawyer refuted the Trump ever called neo-Nazis in Charlottesville. Very fine. You could just fucking watch the recording, okay? I did a breakdown of, I think, like 10 Trump quotes that purposely get taken out of context. Yeah, and they got the transcript of it right there. Excuse me, they didn't put themselves. You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did, and you had people in the group who were there to protest, and they were taking down of them a very, very important statue, one of the most important statues, and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. The Lincoln Project statement comes after questions arose on social media who might the 5 individuals be and who they might work for. Yeah, and at least one of the jumped ahead a little bit, and the individuals was identified by social media as a campaign staffer for Democrat Terry McAuliffe. No shit. One of them is the financial director of the Virginia Young Democrats. Yeah, that's number 2 there, right? And since he's been outed as such, he made his Twitter private and his Instagram private. But yeah, we still got those soy face pictures. Youngkin responded to viral photos by stating the 5 individuals must work for McAuliffe and sent by him. Seems about right. Oh no, but it's definitely the Lincoln Project. And still, it's like you're still sent by Democrats. So what's the fucking difference? Even if it was them, I still don't think it is, though. The Democrat Party of Virginia, meanwhile, denied their coordinated partners or affiliates. Dude, the Lincoln Project. Anyways, had anything to do with the stunt while highlighting Charlottesville, a wink to white supremacy. And as a tragedy of one of the darkest moments in our state's recent memories. You know what? It would just kind of go away if you guys would stop talking about it. And so, you know what? Hey, I'm going to be the change in the world that I want to see. We got to move on to this. You guys probably seen this because obviously it's been making the rounds, but I didn't really have anything to say on it. It's like, okay, it's a name change. But there's memes, and I promised that this video would be a little bit more shitposty, so why not, okay? Facebook changes name to Meta in hopes of reversing brand damage. Is that what they're trying to do? Or it's like the recent trend with literally everything of getting more simplistic and ugly and basic bitch? That's just what it seems like. And, okay, I was also thinking about this too. It's like Facebook has the name recognition of like only, what? Like maybe Nike and McDonald's are more popular. Maybe. Facebook is the largest company in the world. Okay. It has a user base of over 3 billion people. Like, why the fuck would you change your name? Everybody's just going to go, yeah, Facebook. Oh, okay. What's the, I can't find the app on my phone. Oh, it's just Meta, whatever. It's like, why did they, well, Meta, what the fuck does that mean? Good question. But we're going to see some analysis on this one because it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Meta CEO, Mark Zuckerberg said his company is rebranding itself as Meta in an effort to encompass its virtual reality vision of the future, what Zuckerberg calls the metaverse. Ugh. If they don't get to it, yeah, they purchased Oculus Rift, one of the first high-quality, mainstream-ish virtual reality goggles. And everybody's like, why would Facebook buy that? And that makes sense there. Because they want to realize the Ready Player One world where everybody just sits at home and cooms and eats the bugs and lives in the pod. Okay, that's what they want for everybody. Skeptics point out that it also appears to be an attempt to change the subject from the Facebook papers, a leaked document trove, so dubbed by a consortium of news organizations that include the Associated Press. And we know how good and honest and open they are. Many of those documents, first described by former Facebook employee turned whistleblower Francis Hulk Hogan, has revealed how Facebook ignored or downplayed internal warnings and the negative and often harmful consequences. Its algorithm. Yeah, what was her solution? More regulation. We can't let evil right-wingers. I lost a friend to misinformation on the right, and Q is such a problem. Whatever. Facebook is the world's social media platform. Okay. I'm not on it, so am I not on the world? Oh no, that sucks. And they are being accused of creating something that's harmful to many people in society. Okay, cool. And marketing consultant, marketing consultant Laura Rise. Facebook, the app, along with Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger are here to stay. None of them will be changing their name. Okay, wait, what? So are they just adding another okay, whatever. The company's corporate structure also won't change, so this was just a weird opportunity for Zuckerberg to stand in front of a really poor green screen. Hopefully the metaverse looks a little bit better than that. But on December 1st, its shares will start trading under a new ticker symbol, which kind of looks like a medical diagnosis. It's like a specific strain of a staph infection. What is the metaverse? Oh boy, I can't wait to never visit it. Hopefully not. Watch, it'll probably get fucking mandated in 2025. Think of it as the internet brought to life. You don't want that. You really don't want that. Or at least rendered in 3D, as Zuckerberg has described it as a virtual environment. Yeah, just to eat the bugs, live in the pod, put on the glasses. you can go inside of instead of just looking at it on the screen. I don't want to do any of that. I love real textile things. I won't hit that because that would be annoying for everybody, but I like leather chairs. I like wood door frames, I guess. Really shitty paint job. It's like I love all of this kind of real tactile shit, and I don't want to fucking use escapism as some means of just kind of skirting my responsibilities. I couldn't think of anything worse. But again, every time that these fucking evil social engineers, because that's basically what Mark Zuckerberg is, if we're being honest, okay? They don't ever let their inner circle use any of this stuff. Like Steve Jobs was famous about never giving his kids an iPad because they know what they're doing is not good for mass consumption. But yeah, no, all hail the metaverse and all hail Meta, right? And again, it's like, okay, what does Meta mean? What does Meta stand for? 4chan's got you covered. Okay, let's make Meta our new rally cry. Meta, of course, stands for Make Everything Trump Again. Yeah, why not? Okay, they're going to explain what the fuck Meta is. Might as well live 4chan, okay? They were successful with what? Turning this into a white power symbol. Okay, turning milk into the drink of white supremacy. Yeah, that one was good. Seems to already be catching on. It's been, I don't know, I can't get it to pop up with a tweet count or my search features. Maybe it's a stupid Canadian thing, but in politics, this guy's got a screenshot of it. 16,000 tweets, and most of the tweets that are trending right now, yeah, have no more than 9,000-ish. Like, we can go ahead and take a look, like trending. None of them have view. Oh, no, there's one. Okay. Michael is trending with 9,200 tweets. That had 16,000. Pretty cool, huh? So Meta, yeah, make sure to hop on Facebook and tell everybody what Meta means, right? And last but not least, we got old Stone Cold here. Yes, he's triggering those Joe Biden supporters, calling them pieces of trash. No, he's not even going that far. This is fucking funny as shit, and it made me laugh so hard this morning when I seen it. The seemingly harmless phrase, "Let's go, Brandon, oh, you poor sweet summer child," has gained quite a bit of notoriety recently. Yeah, earlier this month, NBC reporter Kelly Savast was interviewing NASCAR racer Brandon Brown. This is, by the way, Ringside News, a subsidiary of USA Today. So just take this reporting with a bucket of salt. Interviewing racer Brandon Brown when the crowd began chanting, "Fuck Joe Biden." How could they? He's so popular. Stop doing that. In an attempt to control the situation, Savas claimed. Nice. It's not just one claim. That's two claims. That the crowd was chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." That she was told to say that. I would guarantee it. I imagine somebody came in through the monitor and said, yeah, let's go, Brandon, pal. Seems the phrase has now become a covert way of mocking President Biden. Covert? Not so much anymore. Everybody kind of knows. The most recent user of the phrase is none other than Stone Cold, who retweeted a "Let's Go Brandon" music video to his audience of nearly 5 million followers. It seemed that everybody noticed. Yeah, we got the tweet right here. It's kind of funny, and you know what, we're going to play some of it, but it's just mostly, I'll just give you the brief synopsis because we're only going to play just a little bit of it. It's Loza Alexander's "Let's Go Brandon" song that comes out because Joe Biden, when he was on the campaign trail, because his numbers with the Latino population were sagging pretty bad, he decided to play fucking Despacito on his fucking phone up to the microphone, and he was jamming along. But this is just a supercut. It's just got the "Let's Go Brandon" song over a bunch of Democrats doing creepy fucking dances. It got shared wide and long, and it got picked up by old Stone Cold here. And yeah, it's kind of funny, but then again, I'd imagine it's probably circulated much farther on Facebook with all the old boomer Facebook crowds, that's for sure.
I have one thing to say. Hang on here. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Let's go, Brandon.
It's pretty.
You know what they saying, ho?
Jesus Christ. She's so likable. Very likable.
You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon.
I think you guys get the point. But yeah, in case you don't know, the wrestling community, especially that online, is not what it used to be. And boy, do they suck, and they take offense to literally everything. So even just the mere act of a couple of dancing emojis and the laughing, crying boomer face. Love you, Stone Cold, but honestly, up your fucking emoji game if you are going to use them anyways. He tweeted this out, obviously. And why would anybody think that he wouldn't do that? Okay. Remember, okay, if we're going to take a character study for a minute, how did Stone Cold get so popular? Yeah, he went up against authority. Oh, okay. And now all of a sudden, because he's doing the exact same thing in real life, stupid online wrestling fans are taking offense to this. Oh boy, would they be upset with all of their favorites from the Attitude Era. Okay? Believe me, if The Rock didn't get paid off from China, he would not have endorsed Joe Biden. But movie career comes first. You think Triple H would be doing anything different? Okay, Undertaker, the Joe Rogan podcast. Okay, just take a gander into what he's all about. Mick Foley's about the only one, but when you've been dropped on your head that much, it's kind of fair to be that fucking wildly left wing. Yeah, we're going to take a look at some of the responses here. We don't really do this that often, but I just love to see a good spurg out in the wrestling community. They fucking suck so bad. Disappointed. It totally makes sense from an old guy from Texas. Yeah, so why are you disappointed, you fucking mongoloid? But I'm still disappointed. Ratioed to fuck. Oh, cool. And more proof that the left can't meme. Nice blurry fucking sheep picture. Oh, let's go Brandon. Oh, when the sheep learn a new catchphrase. Said the same ones who would just protest during the Summer of Love and Peace in 2020. No justice, no peace, no borders, no walls, no USA at all. How many more do you need? Yeah, okay, but cool, no. Definitely not projection from Greg Fleming. Fuck off. So some poor boomer caught out in the wild. Can someone please explain to me who Brandon is? People have taken care of that. This is unfortunate, man. Would hope you'd avoid something so divisive one way or another. Don't worry if he came out and he had an Orange Man bad post. The Blankenstein would be there saying, "Oh, thank God, you're going up against the authority, just like how you used to stomp a mud hole in Vince McMahon's ass." But because it's their candidate of choice, this is somehow all better. Look at all the pronouns in the replies. Yes, what we're doing here, buddy. Dan Severn's mustache. That's a it's every once in a while Twitter has a good one. Yo, that guy's lying. Anyone surprised hasn't noticed the people that he follows on Twitter? You'll also be disappointed with a few other big name wrestlers. Yes, you will. Why would you be disappointed? People can vote for whoever they want. That's the beauty of freedom. And yes, I vote Democrat. That's a lie. No, you don't. There's no sensible person who would say that. Let's go Brandon is what happens when the dorks think they're funny ones. Again, you thinking that the left wing are funny ones? May I remind you of dancing syringes on Stephen Colbert's Late Show? Just saying. Oh, somebody posting a blurry Yoda I'm disappointed gift. Or gift, not a gift. The only gift he gets is restraining orders. We could go down this for the rest of the day, but Danny Chavez, I think he just kind of ends it on the appropriate line. If you guys want to see Trump back in the White House, give me a hell yeah. But to be fair, though, yeah, the freedom of speech and all that kind of good stuff, and that's about all I got to say about that. It just kind of made me happy, and hopefully you guys, again, I can't stand that bitch. Hope you guys got a little kick out of that, too, because I just like to see people lose their mind over things that really don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, a guy from Central Texas is a conservative. Oh my God. Cool. How does that affect your life anyways? Oh, I used to look up to Stone Cold. And it's like, okay. And now you rent a shitty apartment and you have to pay alimony to your ex-wife. Sucks to suck. Enjoy the rest of your weekend though. Hopefully this gave you a nice little kickoff to that as well. And yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff put up for tomorrow. I gotta do some surgery on my computer because that thing piling up middle of the week really fucking sucked. So don't need that happening anymore. So I'll get to everybody's comments. You guys have been so very nice over the past week, but it's been a shit week. I will get to those early next week. I'll always like to try to interact with everybody who puts time and effort into their comments, or if you don't, just appropriately cunty back to you. But with that said, guys, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.